In this video, I'm going to show you a guaranteed way to grind Z plus stats. No luck involved. Now, obviously, if you do get lucky, it might speed up the process, but I'm going to show you in the worst case scenario where you don't get any luck, that you can still get Z plus stats guaranteed. Just like this. But before that, at 36,000 subscribers, I'm going to make a giveaway, so make sure to subscribe if you like the video. And then you may be asking, how can you guarantee a way to get Z plus stats when there is only a way to get guaranteed A stats from stat potential? So the only things you need is, first of all, you need 4 mythics that you do not care about, like at all. So I have equipped this Naruto. I don't care about this Naruto at all, and they need to be different. I've equipped this Naruto. It's 0 stat potential right now, D stats. I've also equipped this Akaza. It has BCD stats, 10 kills, but it's 0% stat potential right now. I don't care about it at all. Then I equipped this Shahayan, which is DDC, 0 stat potential. I don't care about it either. And then this DDD, 0 stat potential Itadori. So I've equipped 4 of those that I do not care about, and then a Sunjin Woo as well. This Sunjin Woo should not be evolved. The other units that you don't care about, they could be evolved, like this Naruto is evolved. It doesn't matter, but this Sunjin Woo that you're using should not be evolved. And these 4 units that I don't care about, these could be permanent. You don't need to get them any other time. If you get just 4 units, 4 mythic units that you don't care about, they could also be secret and exclusive as long as you can transfer them to another mythic unit. It's fine. They can be permanent. You can lock them, you don't need to get new ones. But Sunjin Woo, this Sunjin Woo that is unevolved, you need to get more of. So right now I have 9 Sunjin Woos that are not evolved, and yeah, having more of them will help. I'm gonna explain why later. You do not need Sunjin Woo, you could use another mythic, but I'm gonna explain why Sunjin Woo is the best one later. So equip them, they all have 0 stat potential right now. They can be level 1, they don't have to have good stats at all. The Sunjin Woo I'm using is also 0% stat potential. None of them has stat potential. And then for the 6th unit, you just use any unit that makes you survive and kill the enemies. So I'm right now, just for showcase, going to use Igris Monarch because I'm going to survive a long time for it. You don't need to have a good unit though. So the other things you also need will be later, but you do need a lot of gold for this, and you also will need a lot of essences. So you do need these materials, and that's why Sunjin Woo is also the best. I'm going to explain a bit further why it's the best later, but Double Dungeon Act 2 is actually the fastest way to grind these essences. So it's because it's the fastest one to clear, so just having this Sunjin Woo thing is good. And to grind gold, you can maybe watch a video on that, but it's not really that complicated. You can grind gems, summon, and just auto sell or sell the units you don't need, and then maybe just summon on a Sunjin Woo banner to get as many Sunjin Woos as possible, and then sell everything else to get gold. And you can also do other stuff like AFK in the chamber. You can also play a lot of stages like Act 4 of Namek. Anyway, what you want to do now is get 100% stat potential on your 5 units that are not the Monarch Igris here. So I'm gonna place Monarch Igris in the back so I don't die, and then I'm just gonna farm kills with my other units. So all of these units will be placed down: 3 Sunjin Woos, 4 Narutos, 4 Akazas, 5 Shahayans, and 5 Itadoris. I'm doing this on Infinite, Namek, because, well, I'm not sure quite if there is anything better right now, because Infinite gives a lot of kills easy, while Paragon, you can only have 1 thrice now. But yeah, I'm just gonna place down my units here. First of all, I'm gonna do this. Keep in mind that these 5 had 0 stat potential before, so yeah, just grind stat potential right now. I also do put them on strong right now. You don't have to at all, but I do that because you want to hit all the enemies with every single unit. So maybe if you hit them on strong, they're not gonna kill them before single unit have hit them. It's not gonna matter in the late game anyway. Early game, it doesn't matter. It won't increase your kills probably. Okay, now I have my lineup. I've placed all my units. I have them all on strong. It doesn't really matter. But now you just farm stat potential. So the goal here is for every single enemy to hit every single unit you have placed down here to hit every single enemy. And that's why it probably helps if you have bad stats and low level already with good AoE. So like this Itadori doesn't have good AoE, but you have 5 of them. Akaza also pretty, you have 4 of them. Shahayan and Naruto have line AoE, and Sunjin Woo you need anyway. So you maybe want just good AoE units. So you can hit all the units. and that makes them get more takedowns and kills. So like this Naruto, just this one has 125, and this one has 76, and this one has 100, and this one has 78. So in the end of this game, that's like 500 kills already towards Naruto. So what you want is to get 5,000 kills per unit. So I want to get 5,000 kills with all total with all Narutos, and then 5,000 with all Akazas and Shayans and Sonyawus and Itadoris here. And that makes it so I can get 100% stat potential. And for some reason, you don't actually have to deal the finishing blow, you just have to damage the enemy once. And that's why I have them all on strong, so they all can hit every single unit or every single enemy. It's probably more likely for everyone to hit all single enemies if they're on strong, so they don't kill before everything has hit. And now you can just upgrade your unit that you have in your loadout just to survive. So I'm gonna upgrade my Igris here. And you just wait here and farm this. And you can do this overnight, you can do this manually, you can do this anytime. Like if you're using 5 units for something and you have like 1 spare, you can do this as well. Just farm stat potential on a random unit that you don't care about. Okay, now I, together with all my Narutos, have more than 5,000 kills, and Shahayan's more than 5,000 kills, and same with Akaza, and Sonyawus were the hardest ones because I only have 3 placements, so I had to get a lot of it. But yeah, it's all over 5,000 now, so I can sell all. You don't have to sell all, and you can also die earlier. You can like let one enemy leak and then replace Igris, so you can continue to farm kills while you still die from like one enemy. So I could in theory like place on Igris now and let this alien cadet still kill me after like a minute. But yeah, we just die now. For me, it took 25 minutes for 1 run. You can also split it into like 3 runs if you want to do like 7 minutes each, or if you can't even survive, it's fine as long as you get your stat potential to 100%. I can show you now. So this Akaza has now 100% stat potential, and same with the Naruto. I can actually do this much easier. Same with the Naruto here. Actually, where is it? Naruto. Hello, game. There. 100%. We have the Shahayan. Here, 100%, the Itadori as well, 100%, and the Sun Yun Woo at 100%. All of them are at 100% now. That's so easy. Now what you want to do is use stat rerolls on them all. So yeah, I was an Akaza. You can do this. AAA. That's the worst case scenario. If you have 1% stat potential, the worst case scenario is AAA. And in theory, already here, you can get Z+, or Godly, or Z, or S even. But the minimum is A. And you're gonna do that on all of them. I'm gonna assume that I get A on everything, just worst case scenario. So I'm gonna do that. Sun Yun Woo here. Bam. SAS. Oh, that's pretty good actually. And then we get the Itadori. We have this. Stat reroll, AAA. And then, did I do Naruto already? I think I did. No, I didn't. Naruto as well. Oh, I got ASZ here. So, in theory, if you would get AAA on everything, then that's fine. What you want to do is, basically, you want to get your Sonny Woo, who's AAA. Now, this is SAS, but let's assume that it's AAA. Actually, what we can do, just to make it more realistic, I'm gonna ignore one of these units that I do have. Let's take a unit that I do have AAA on. Okay, I do also have this Sonny Woo also just has AAA, so I'm gonna use that Sonny Woo instead. So instead of this one, I'm gonna use another Sonny Woo that does have AAA. Just assume that you don't have SSS on anything. But if you do, what you want to do is stat transfer from your other units to that Sun Yun Woo. So right now I got Z here. So what I want to do then is, instead of this AAA, I'm gonna transfer these S and Z. But let's say we got AAA on everything, then what you're gonna do is evolve this dude. Now I have AAA, it's going to become SSS, and that's why we're using Sun Yun Woo. You don't have to use Sun Yun Woo, but Sun Yun Woo is the easiest one, because first of all, the green essence stones is the easiest to grind for in his stage, and also then his shadow traces. But you don't really need to use Sun Yun Woo. It's just that he is the easiest to evolve and the easiest to get the shadow traces for as well, because the stage is the fastest. So it's, first of all, it's the fastest stage to clear to get these green essences and the evo item. Second of all, it's the cheapest one to evolve. So then you would evolve him. So you would evolve Sun Yun Woo to Sun Yun Woo Monarch, and then you would get better stats. So I'm gonna do it, even though I could used better stats. Now I have SSS on him. That's the worst case scenario if you just get AAA on every single one and you can't transfer. Now you do have a Sonya Wu SSS. So what you want to do now, if you want to get guaranteed Z plus stats, is you get your Sonya Wu that is now evolved. So I have another one that is evolved here, SSS, to another Sonya Wu. So I'm gonna do that, even though I waste 30,000 gold now. There. Bam. Now I have a Sonya Wu who is unevolved SSS. So now when I evolve this Sonya Wu, I'm gonna get ZZZ. It's also gonna speed up the process a lot faster if you don't get unlucky. Now that was the worst case scenario, and you just repeat that. The best case scenario, you just get lucky instantly, but I did get Naruto with Z already. Where is it? ZSA. So I can already transfer that to my Sonya Wu before I evolve. So already I would have gotten a Z plus to my Sonya Wu. So that's the best way to guarantee Z plus stats. And now only thing I have to do is do that again and just evolve this dude, this Sonya Wu, to Z, ZZ, and then I can do it again, evolve another one to Z plus, Z plus, Z plus. So in the worst case scenario, you're gonna have to evolve 3 units, 3 separate Sonya Wus or any units, to get guaranteed Z plus stats. But that's the worst case scenario. If you get lucky, just slightly lucky, then you're only going to have to do it like twice or maybe 1 time to get guaranteed Z plus stats. Now yes, this is going to be expensive than gems because you need a lot of Sonya Wus, but you don't need to get these ones. These are permanent, you can have them all the time. It's also going to be expensive to evolve these units constantly, but that's why you want to use Sonya Wu, because it's the cheapest one. You need 12 of the legendary ones, 1 rainbow one, and 30 green ones, and then 12 shadow traces. And to get those fast, you just grind a double dungeon act 2. This is the fastest clear as well, so it's the easiest one. Do this, and then you also need a lot of gold because you need to stat transfer quite a lot. So if I continue to do this, I can easily get Z plus stats and I can transfer them to any unit I want to. Now, if I want to, I can transfer this Sonya Wu to any unit I want. Let's say I would want it to on this Mahito. I could, in theory, just transfer this S and S to Mahito. But if I want to take the patience and a bit more expensive grind, so the SSS and gold will be a bit more expensive and you will need to sacrifice more Sonya Wus, then I can just get guaranteed Z plus stats. So that's a way to guarantee yourself to get Z plus stats. Yes, it is expensive, but it's still a guaranteed way to get it, and you don't need to rely on luck. This will also save you stat rerolls, or these super stat chips, and stat chips, because you don't need to use them as much. You only need to use them once per like time you get Z plus, because you only need to get an A Sonya Wu. And if you don't even need to get these ones to A, it's just to boost your luck of getting Z or something. And then now I don't need to do it again. If I want to, I can transfer these stats, an AAA unit, to another Sonya Wu. So I can transfer, what is it? I can transfer an Akaza, this one AAA, to a Sonya Wu now that is not AAA. So instead of getting stat potential on this Sonya Wu, I can just transfer this to this Sonya Wu already without having to grind it. So it's just a faster way to do it. You don't even have to do this. You really only need the Sonya Wu. So you need to spend 1 stat chip per Z plus stat, because get 100% on your Sonya Wu, get AAA on it, evolve it, transfer it to another Sonya Wu, get 100% there, evolve it Z, and then evolve it Z plus. You only need to use 1 stat chip per Z plus guaranteed stats if you have the patience, but otherwise do this. It's going to be a tiny bit faster. But other than that, I hope you enjoy this video and see you in the next one.